couple years ago, I think it's 3 years ago now, 2021. Yeah. I got to see the guy who worked with Ty Lopez, who is actually a doctor. He's actually like well studied, like he's up there in the knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, y'all, they're going to be tokenized real estate. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be able to be in India somewhere, and regularly I couldn't buy real estate in America, but now if I use this token, I can buy a piece of real estate in America.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody honest eyes are like, what? Like brains are just fried. And this is a room full of real estate investors and builders for 20, 30 years. These are people, older people.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I know y'all don't get what I'm saying, but wait. He's like, I'm just trying to be neck deep in it so I can be on the front of the curve, not the back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was trying to get people to understand. Like there's like this massive move going on in our economy,
Yeah.
and we're just trying to get y'all to get a bank account.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
Pretty much.
mean?
Yeah.
Just get you the bank account. Right now that I got you in the bank account, now we can talk about Robinhood. Now we can talk about stocks. Now we can talk about options. Like someone explained a 1 year option to me or something. And I was sitting there like, oh, that's amazing. He was like, Nancy Pelosi bought Tesla. And if you would have put this money in Tesla, Erica, and then a year later, this would have happened, you could have cashed out at any point. And it
Mm-hmm.
took me a minute. Like, I think I messaged you. I messaged a couple people. I think I
Mm-hmm.
messaged Dave. I was like, does that make sense? What he's saying to me? And even me, who's like studied, well studied, it
Mm-hmm.
took me a minute. And so I couldn't imagine trying to explain some of this stuff to people who are not under 25. I'll just put it that way. Under 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
Again, we have data, which tells what the story that's really going on, and we have people's perspective. But when you read the actual data, um, you start to see that people don't have bank accounts. People don't
Hmm.
know the basics. They don't have the basics down. People don't even have money saved for an emergency,
Right.
right? So, but then people try to skip steps and
Hmm.
get these exotic things as opposed to working on the fundamental. Because here's the thing about investing in finance, right?
Right.
It's going to sound crazy what I'm getting ready to say, but to become a millionaire is not even difficult.
It's not.
I mean, it's just not. It
If
just
you,
not.
it's not.
But here's the thing though, because one of the things I realized about investing over the years is once you get good at investing, it's actually pretty boring,
Hmm.
right? But the fact of the matter is, people try to make it this big sexy thing because most people online are selling to you. I mean,
Right.
that's just what it is. I mean,
Hmm.
but it's a battle that you have to face to figure out, like, how do I just focus on this thing and build this thing over time? But yeah, but technology always plays a part in that, and this is why we always have to stay abreast of what's going on technologically.
Yeah. I basically was in a meeting, and this guy had built 4 properties, and he was stressing because he couldn't sell them.
Hmm.
And they did the math. They're like, how much it costs to build you, da, da, da. And they're like, well, your valuation's at 1.7 million. You only
Hmm.
spent like, half a million to build these. You'll be fine. You're a millionaire. And if you could see this half Mexican, half black boy's face, like, I'm a millionaire. He's like, yeah, yeah. Network wise, you're a millionaire. And he
Yeah.
could not. It was like real life watching somebody get hit by a car. Like, what?
Well, because what's interesting about it is what we're shown to be a millionaire is a lie,
Hmm.
right? All right, so we're being sold this bill of goods all the time, and it's being so consumerism and marketing are just so powerful in this country,
Hmm.
and we're being sold this idea of what it looks like to be a millionaire. So a lot of times when you reach that point, you say, I don't have a boat or a private jet or flying
Hmm.
around like that. Like, so you don't. It's hard to like reconcile with that. But the fact of the matter is, like, success is boring. Shot the ray gun. As we just said, success is very boring. You
Very
just
boring.
yeah, you figure out something, you continuously do it, right? You really do. You build a skill, you invest, and time is the other factor. Will take care of itself.
Hmm.
But you know, getting started is important.